Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hey everybody, how you doing today? Listen, y'all, as we are winding down this series, I just want y'all to know that y'all can purchase my book now. Well, why not? The I Can Do It Journal is now for sale on Amazon. My link will be in the description. You can purchase the book now. Along with the book, it talks about how to reach your goals and your dreams, and in that it also allows you the opportunity to journal your way from where you are today to where you're trying to get to. So, be sure to purchase your book today. Well, why not? It is now found on Amazon.com. And moving forward, y'all. So I thank y'all very much for moving in. It feels like we're family. We're rocking out through this whole process. And one of the things I really would like for us to talk about this particular episode, as we're talking about building your brand, and this has been the theme for the month of May. So as we're building our brand, we've talked about logos, we've talked about understanding people's times and being honest and transparent about ourselves and trying to be clear in our messaging as we're moving out. We've talked about the importance of websites and why what they really are, being our digital representatives, right? And we also talked about trying to understand what are the three words that we want people to describe us. What do we really want that to be and to sound like and to feel like? Again, we understand that emotion sells, right? Emotion helps us to move. So what is that? What does that look like? So one of the things that helps us in selling that, of course, is word of mouth. Word of mouth also helps us sell. Also, as we are moving forward, what else helps us to sell our product? Billboards. That's a great tool for us to use. Billboards, people think that they, a lot of times they are or have been thought of as being very expensive in the past. The last time I've checked, they were not as expensive. It all depends on where the billboard is located, the traffic that is going through that particular billboard at that particular time. All you have to do is call one of these major organizations that handles those type of advertisings, and put your product on a billboard and see what happens. See how does that change the dynamic of your organization, your podcast, your business, your t-shirt company, whatever it might be. See how that changes your trajectory. Something else to think about now, when we talk about billboards, we're talking about huge billboards, right? That's on top of buildings and along the expressways and things like that. Something else we don't consider in this is our bus stops, train stops, any type of public transportation that people are sitting there reading, those type of billboards, if you will. That's something else to utilize in your process of building your brand, and getting a bunch of individuals that don't know who you are. That's a little closer for them. See, sometimes the bigger billboards, like I said, for where they are, whether it's on buildings or the expressways and highways, sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't, right? It all depends on when and where and things like that and how long you have it up. Sometimes it's a little easier on public transportation based off of the traffic, more especially if you have individuals that are passing it literally every day. So they get to see it they have an opportunity to see it is a little greater. The opportunity to see is a little greater. Even though you have people that travel on highways the same way, but a lot of times people are distracted from looking at the billboard because of what? They're looking at the traffic, right? And kind of think about what they're going towards, whether they're going to work or going to home. A lot of times you get so focused on those things versus, you can be on a platform somewhere or the street and see, what, I see this every day. What are they talking about? Things like that. Sometimes that's a little easier. Also keep in mind that even though most people are not taking in their information this way via newspaper, but that's still a great way to get your brand out there. Take a look at that. Make sure, again, we're making sure that all of our information is clear. We're assuming at this point in time that everything is clear. Your message is clear. Your ideas are clear. Your voice is clear. And you already have in your mind, this is the way I need to go. But keep it. Also understand that, hey, you can also market through, you can also put your information out there via television. That's another way. Again, talk to some of these big brands, understand which way we need to go in reference to getting our commercials out there. And when I say big brands like Clear Channel, iHeartRadio, or some of these other large organizations that's really into media, they can help you with that, along with calling the individual television stations and see what it costs for you to get your message out there. The other thing would be putting your information through, as you're looking at these other organizations, these larger organizations that can help you with this process, understanding how to get your message through on mobile apps, mobile marketing through your telephone or your iPad. There's various ways to do that. I'm trying to remember the names. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank today. But there were a few ways to do that, whether they're built into your website, they're built into your social media, but they can also be built onto other websites. Oh, it's called Ad Choice. I'm sorry. Now I remember Ad Choice. You can utilize that to build your brand. Now, some of those do require people to enable cookies on websites and things like that. So, but it could be another useful tool for you to get your information out there. So all of this is, and then also keep in mind videos. Videos are a great way because that's quick and simple and easy, whether it's on social media or anything like that. People can get to that point. So a lot of that, as we're talking about, or what we're talking about, is ways to help you establish, your connection and to build, strong relationships, over a period of time. And one of the things that I'm referring to at this point in time in building your brands, is what people call advertising. I give you all the examples, but they're called display, video, mobile, and native. Those are the four aspects of advertising. And so everything I just mentioned to you is a form of advertising. So as you are moving forward, understand what your channel is going to be to reach your desired clients. Now, let's not focus in only on one. Let's do a mixture, a healthy mixture. Yes, there might be some avenues that you use more than others because of your return on investment, things like that. But understand that, hey, you know what? I need to utilize these services one way or the other to get my message across. I thank y'all very much for rocking with me through this process. We have one more area that I really would like for us to talk about for this month, and we are going to rock out for the month of May. I thank y'all very much for listening, and let's move on. Talk to you later.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.